Hello students, in this class we start the new topic ellipse. This is the one of the conic. Already we discussed the conic parabola. Its eccentricity is 1. In this session we will discuss how to obtain the new conic, namely ellipse. Also in this session we derive the standard form of ellipse and we will discuss the properties of standard equation of ellipse and what are the different types of standard forms of the ellipse, and let us see their properties also. Okay, let us begin the class. First of all, we define the ellipse. It is a conic. What is ellipse? What is parabola? If the eccentricity of conic is 1, we say that the conic is parabola. In the same manner, what is ellipse? The ellipse is a conic if it is said to be ellipse, its eccentricity is less than 1. If its eccentricity is less than 1. If it is 1, that is parabola. Less than 1, ellipse. More than 1, hyperbola. Already we discussed the definition. We discussed the definition in the first class itself. That is the beginning of the conic section. So, in this session, especially we discuss the conic, that is ellipse. When you are saying a conic is said to be ellipse, its eccentricity is less than 1. Okay. This is the definition. If the eccentricity of conic is less than 1, then we say that the conic is called ellipse. So, what is SP and PM? So many times we discussed it. SP, P is any point on the conic, S is its focus, and PM is perpendicular distance from point to the directrix. Then this ratio SP by PM is called eccentricity of that conic. If it is less than 1, our conic is said to be an ellipse. So, S is your fixed point. This is my fixed point. And this is the fixed line called directrix. These are the two things. We have to generate the ellipse, that is conic. The two things are major things. One is focus and other one is directrix. P is any point on the locus, that is my ellipse. SP by PM is what? Eccentricity of that conic. This is SP and this is PM. You have to collect all such type of points P in this plane such a way that SP by PM is less than 1, then the locus of P is called ellipse. The locus of P is called ellipse. So, the eccentricity is less than 1, your conic is an ellipse. Therefore, SP by PM is equals to E. If that ratio is less than 1, your conic, that is your locus of P is an ellipse. This is the definition of the ellipse. What is conic definition? Let S be the fixed point, L be the fixed line, then the locus of point which moves in the plane so that its distance from fixed point bears a constant ratio to its distance from fixed line. We mean SP by PM is always constant, that is denoted by E. It is called eccentricity. If E equal to 1, we get parabola. Less than 1, ellipse. Greater than 1, hyperbola. So the second stage is ellipse, that is its eccentricity is less than 1 here. So this is the definition of the ellipse. Okay. Now let us derive the standard equation of ellipse. Already we derived the standard equation of parabola. What is the standard equation of parabola? Y square equal to 4ax. What we need to go for derive the standard forms? From the standard forms itself we get so many properties to that curve. And we can develop the subject. In the same manner, here also, first of all, we have to derive the standard equation of ellipse. So, see here, the standard equation of ellipse is x square by a square plus y square by b square is equal to 1. Here a always greater than b, and b square is equal to a square into 1 minus e square, where e is eccentricity of the ellipse. E is eccentricity of ellipse. This is the thing here. What is the standard form? X square by a square plus y square by b square is equal to 1. You are going to derive this one. This is the standard equation of ellipse. So, to derive any standard form, we need focus and directrix. Once if you have the focus and directrix, here you need eccentricity also. That is given to you. E is the eccentricity of this ellipse. Once if you know the focus, directrix and eccentricity, we use the one and one concept. SP by PM is equals to E. Then only we obtain the equation of ellipse. So, this is my fixed point called focus. Let us be the focus and L be the directrix. This is S. This is S is the focus of my parabola, ellipse, and L is the directrix. Okay, S is your focus, L is the directrix of ellipse. Draw line SZ perpendicular from S to your line L. This is Z. We are going to constructing the system to evaluate the equation x square by a square plus y square by b square is equals to 1. So, construction of the ellipse is going here. Let us be the focus and line L be the directrix. Draw line SZ perpendicular from focus to directrix L. On this line, we are going to two fixed points, namely a comma a dash, such that a and a dash divides the line joining of SZ in the ratio E is to 1. A is internally and a dash is externally. See here, A is the one of the point and a dash is another point on the line joining of SZ, which divides in the ratio E is to 1. Suppose this is my A and this is A dash. These are 2 points on the line joining of SZ. They divides in the ratio, they divides SZ in the ratio E is to 1. That is here E 1. E is to 1. E is less than 1. So this portion is more than this portion. E is to 1. That is SA by AZ is equals to, we have SA by AZ is equals to SA dash by A dash Z is equals to E by 1. That is E. This is the first condition. So I repeat, let S be the focus and line L be the directrix of the ellipse. Draw line SZ perpendicular from focus S to directrix L. Choose 2 points on the line joining of SZ, namely A comma A dash. They divides SZ in the ratio E is to 1. One internally, other externally. That is SA dash by A dash Z. SA by AZ. SA dash by A dash Z. SA dash by AZ. That is also E. One is internally, other one is externally. Okay. From that, we have SA is equals to E into AZ. SA dash is equals to E into A dash Z. SA is equal to E into AZ. This is the equation number 1. SA dash is equal to E into A dash Z. This is the equation number 2. Okay. Keep these equations on side. Next, let C be the midpoint of A dash. This is C. which is midpoint of A dash. This is the line which is perpendicular to the axis. And choose CA is equals to CA dash is equals to small a. The distance from here to here is small a. Here to here is also small a. After construction of A dash, choose C as midpoint of A dash such a way that CA is equals to CA dash. CA is equal to CA dash is equal to small a. Now choose this C as origin, then CS becomes x-axis. This is x-axis. Choose C as origin and CS as x-axis, then the line passing through C perpendicular to x-axis is y-axis. Everything is construction here. So C is midpoint of what? A dash. What we are choosing? We are choosing C as origin and CS as x-axis. Then the line passing through C perpendicular to CS is y-axis. Okay. Now your target is finding the coordinates of S and the equation of L. Once if you have these two things, you can generate the equation of the ellipse by SP by PM is equals to E, where E is the eccentricity of your ellipse. So, in your mind, you have to find the coordinates of S and equation of L. Always, you have to search for the coordinates of S and the equation of L. For that, we have the two equations in your hand. So, first of all, we add these two equations. What happened? By adding these two equations, SA plus SA dash is equals to E times of AZ plus A dash Z. SA plus SA dash. See here, this is SA. This here to here is SA dash. What is the total distance? AA dash. SA plus SA dash is nothing but AA dash. AA dash is equal to E times of, I am going to convert these two values in terms of C. I am going to convert these two values AZ and A dash Z in terms of C. After writing A dash, we are going to write these two things in terms of C. AZ, see here, what is AZ? This is A. This is my point A and this is Z, AZ. AZ is nothing but CZ minus CA. CZ minus CA. Plus similarly A dash Z. This is A dash Z. We are going to write in terms of C. That is A dash C plus CZ. A dash C plus CZ. What is your intention? Your intention is write the equation of L and finding the coordinates of focus. Here CA is equal to CA dash is equal to A. These two gets cancelled. Am I correct or not? What is your A dash? 2A. So you have 2A is equal to E times of 2 times of CZ. 2 gets cancelled. Implies you have CZ is equals to A by E. This is the way to find the distance CZ, that is equals to A by E. See here, the distance from here to here, C to Z is A by E. This is the directrix parallel to y-axis. So it is at a distance A by E units. So clearly the equation is x equal to A by E. Because its equation is x equal to 0. L is right side to the x-axis and it is at a distance A by E units. Therefore, the equation of directrix is taken as x equal to A by E. So, half of the burden is over. What is the equation of directrix for this? X equal to A by E or Ex minus A equal to 0. This is the equation of the directrix of ellipse. X square by A square plus y square by b square is equal to 1. We are going to derive that equation. Okay. Next again, subtract the equation 1 from 2, that is 2 minus 1. What happened? From 2 minus 1, SA dash minus SA. This is SA dash minus SA is equal to E times of A dash Z minus AZ. Now observe A dash Z minus AZ. A dash Z minus AZ. A dash Z minus AZ is nothing but A dash. Okay. A dash Z minus AZ, that is nothing but A dash. This is A here. Okay. Don't confuse. This is my A. Now E times of A dash, that is equal to SA dash minus SA. Now we write SA dash and SA in terms of C. What is SA dash? This is S, this is A dash. S A dash. This is nothing but CS plus CA dash. CS plus CA dash minus of SA you have to write. This is SA in terms of C. CA minus CS. CA minus CS. So CA and CA dash gets cancelled. CS plus CS. This is 2CS. 2CS is equal to E times of AA dash. You have to find out. AA dash already you know that. AA dash is nothing but 2 times of CA, that is equals to 2A. So 2 gets cancelled. Therefore, the distance from C to S is equals to AE. The distance from C to S is, my dears, AE. So this is CS. The distance from here to here is AE. So this is on x-axis and right side to the origin at a distance AE. Can you write the coordinates of S or not? Yes, the coordinates of S are AE comma 0. So we have focus AE comma 0, directrix is EX minus A equal to 0. Its eccentricity is E. Once if you have focus, directrix, eccentricity, can you write the equation of ellipse or not? Yes. You choose any point on the ellipse. Let P be any point on the ellipse. This is P is any point on the ellipse. By definition, SP by PM is equal to E. Okay. Now I am going to erase this one. So we have up to now we have the coordinates of focus and its corresponding equation of directrix. What are the coordinates of focus? AE comma 0 and the equation of directrix is what? X equal to A by E, that is EX minus A equal to 0. Eccentricity is what? E. So by using these three values we can write the equation by using SP by PM is equals to E. What is PM? Perpendicular distance from P to directrix. What is P? Variable point on the curve. Your curve is ellipse. So P x1 comma y1 is any point on my ellipse. By definition, SP by PM is equals to E. SP by PM is equal to E. SP square is equal to E square into PM square. Here left side is 2 point distance, right side is perpendicular distance. So SP x1 minus AE whole square plus y1 minus 0 whole square. That is y1 minus 0 whole square. SP square is equal to E square into PM. perpendicular distance from P to directrix, that is Ex1 minus A by root of E square whole square. See here, this is E, and again we have E square and E square gets cancelled. Therefore, x1 minus ae whole square plus y1 square is equal to ex1 minus a whole square we have. Now expand this one. x1 square plus a square e square minus 2ae x1 plus y1 square is equal to a square plus e square x1 square minus 2ae x1. Minus 2ae x1 gets cancelled. Now take e square x1 square to left side. Take common x1 square. 1 minus e square into x1 square plus y1 square is equal to take a square e square to the right side and common a square into 1 minus e square. So from this equation we have 1 minus e square into x1 square plus y1 square equal to a square into 1 minus e square. Dividing on both sides by a square into 1 minus e square. Since it is always positive and it is also never negative, a square into 1 minus e square is positive. Here e less than 1. Always remember this one. Eccentricity of the ellipse is always less than 1. So when you are divided by a square into 1 minus e square, we get x1 square by a square plus y1 square by a square into 1 minus e square is equal to 1. What is your a square into 1 minus e square? They are defined in this manner. A square into 1 minus e square is b square. Therefore, x1 square by a square plus y1 square by b square is equal to 1. This is the condition for all x1 comma y1. So you can write the locus of x1 y1. Therefore, locus of x1 y1 is x square by a square plus y square by b square is equal to 1. This is the way to derive the standard equation of the ellipse. Here the condition is a greater than b. So a dash are selecting on the line joining of SZ such that a and a dash divides SZ in the ratio e is to 1. One is internally, other one is externally. That is the crucial step in the construction of the ellipse. So you can define infinite number of points in this manner. We obtain the locus. That is, we obtain ellipse in this manner. This is the required equation. SP by PM is equals to E, that is less than 1. Then we obtain the locus in this manner. This is the ellipse. Its corresponding equation is like that. X square by a square plus y square by b square equal to 1. Since the curve is symmetric about both x and y axis, we will discuss the symmetric also. We obtain another focus and another directrix, where B and B dash are the points of intersections with the y-axis. These are A and A dash. This is the S dash. Another focus there exists also. Why it is exists we will discuss now. This is the another directrix. There exists another directrix to this ellipse also. This is L dash. This is a L dash. This is the entire diagram to the ellipse. So what is the focus? S is nothing but AE comma 0 and L is EX minus A is equals to 0. So why we obtain another focus and another directrix? The curve is symmetric about y-axis also, because if you replace x comma y by x comma minus y, there is no change in the equation, and x comma minus y by there is no change in the equation, minus x minus y also there is no change in the equation. So if x comma y lies on the ellipse, we have x comma minus y minus x comma y minus x comma minus y. The 3 points also lies on the ellipse. If it is x1 y1, this is what? x1 comma minus y1. This is what? This is x1 comma minus y1, And what about this? Minus x1 comma y1. These 4 points lies on the ellipse. Therefore, the curve is symmetric about both x and y axis. Therefore, the curve is symmetric about y axis also. There exists another focus S dash and another directrix L dash. Can you guess anyone the coordinates of S dash? That is minus AE comma 0. And directrix is x is equals to minus A by E. X equal to minus A by E. This is the entire story related to the standard equation of ellipse. Okay. So, what is the standard form? X square by A square plus y square by B square is equals to 1. Now, let us see the properties of the standard equation of ellipse one by one. Properties of standard equation of ellipse: x square by A square plus y square by B square is equals to 1. So, we know the diagram also for x square by A square plus y square by B square equal to 1. These are the coordinate axes. We obtain the diagram for that x square by A square plus y square by B square equal to 1, and for A greater than B. Why it is obtained in this manner? We obtain by discussing the properties of standard form. These are corresponding directrix L and L dash. This is y axis, it is x axis, like that. See here, the curve is symmetric. The first property is the curve is symmetric about both x and y axis. That is the first thing. Because already we discussed, if x comma y lies on ellipse, immediately x comma minus y minus x comma y minus x comma minus y lies on the ellipse. Therefore, your curve is symmetric about both x and y axis. If you fold the curve with respect to x axis, the two things coincident. The two things coincident. If you fold the curve with respect to y axis also, these two things coincident. Therefore, the curve is symmetric about both x and y axis. This is the first thing. Already we have the focus S is equals to AE comma 0. And directrix L is EX minus A equal to 0. E is the eccentricity of the ellipse. S is equal to AE comma 0, L is equals to EX minus A equal to 0. We have B square is equal to A square into 1 minus E square. From itself we can calculate the value of E. 1 minus E square is equal to B square by A square. Always remember these steps also. E square is equal to 1 minus B square by A square. That is nothing but A square minus B square by A square. So, E is equals to root of A square minus B square by A square. This is the eccentricity of the ellipse. Root of A square minus B square by A square. This is exists because A greater than B. Therefore, we have the focus S is equal to AE comma 0. Directrix L is EX minus A equal to 0 with eccentricity root of A square minus B square. Now, the curve is symmetric about y-axis also. Therefore, there exists another focus S dash is equals to minus AE comma 0 and directrix is X is equals to minus A by E. X equal to minus A by E because the curve is symmetric about y-axis also. Therefore, we have one focus S is equals to AE comma 0. Directrix is X equal to A by E. There exists another focus to this ellipse S dash, that is minus AE comma 0, and directrix is X is equals to minus A by E. So, for ellipse there exists two foci and two directrix. namely S and S dash are directrix, foci, and directrix are x equal to a by a and x equal to minus a by a. Therefore, these two are fit of directrix, z and z dash. So, what are the coordinates of z? A by e comma 0, here minus a by e comma 0. So, up to now we discussed the ellipse is symmetric about both x and y axis. The curve is symmetric about y axis also. Therefore, there exists another focus and another directrix. Understand? Now, again, if x comma y is any point on the ellipse, if you join that point to the origin, if you produce this one, this is automatically what? Minus x comma minus y. Any chord through origin is bisected by origin itself. This is, what is its midpoint? 0 comma 0. If you draw any another line here itself, that is also bisected by origin. So, we choose that origin as center of the ellipse. So, it is a central conic. For parabola, there is no center. But in ellipse, C is the center of the ellipse. This is origin, this is C, is the center of ellipse. Its coordinates are 0 comma 0. We have the center C equal to 0 0. Therefore, it has center 0 0 with foci AE comma 0 and minus AE comma 0. Next, this is the axis of the ellipse I am saying. Why it is called axis of the ellipse? This is the line passing through focus perpendicular to your directrix. What is the definition of axis? The line passing through focus perpendicular to directrix is called axis. So, your x-axis is axis of the ellipse. This is called major axis. What is its name? Major axis. It intersects your ellipse at the 2 points A and A dash, because A and A dash are 2 points on line joining of SZ such that each divides in the ratio E:1. So, both points A and A dash lies on your ellipse. Therefore, these 2 points are called what? Vertices. What is vertex? Where your axis meets the conic is called vertex. Therefore, major axis is x-axis. Its length is A dash, that is equals to 2a. So, length of major axis is 2a and its vertices are namely a comma 0, because it is at a distance a from the origin, and again you have a dash is equals to minus a comma 0. So, we discussed one more thing here. Origin is the center of the ellipse, so it is called central conic, and major axis a dash is length 2a and its vertices are a comma 0, a dash minus a comma 0. Here the y-axis intersects your ellipse at b and b dash. This bb dash is called minor axis. bb dash is called what? Minor axis. Its length is 2b. bb dash 2b. Since a less than b we have bb dash is equals to 2b. The coordinates of b are 0 comma b and 0 comma minus b. But these are not called vertices of ellipse. Just b and b dash are the points of intersections of curve with y-axis. Its length is called minor axis. But the only vertices are a and a dash. The line passing through focus perpendicular to directrix is called axis. This is the only the axis. It is called major axis. Main axis. Major axis. That is why its distance is 2a. But bb dash is called minor axis. Its length is 2b only. But b and b dash are not called vertices of your ellipse. Okay. Now, let us see some more properties of the ellipse. We erase this one. So, up to now we discussed the foci and directrix of the ellipse. What are the foci? Plus or minus AE comma 0. Directrix is x equal to plus or minus A by E. There are two directrix, two foci for the ellipse, and we have center of the ellipse is 0 comma 0. Major axis is x axis. It is along x axis. We mean it is along x axis. Its length is 2a, and minor axis is 2b, that is bb dash. Its length is 2b, and a and a dash are the vertices. Its coordinates are a comma 0 and minus a comma 0. Okay, and center is 0 comma 0. And eccentricity of the ellipse is also discussed here. What is eccentricity? E is equal to root of a square minus b square by a square. E is equal to root of a square minus b square by a square. Now let us see the boundary of the ellipse. Is it closed curve or open curve? By writing itself, it is closed curve. How can you say theoretically it is closed curve? Let us check. X square by a square minus y square by b square equal to 1. This is your equation of the curve. X square by a square plus y square by b square is equal to 1. This is the equation of ellipse. This can be written as y square by b square is equals to 1 minus x square by a square. Therefore, y is equal to plus or minus b by a into root of a square minus x square. Root of a square minus x square. Y is real. For a square minus x square must and should be greater than or equal to 0. Therefore, we have a square minus x square must and should be greater than or equal to 0. That is a square greater than or equal to x square. We mean x square less than or equal to a square. That is minus a less than or equal to x less than a. Therefore, the range of x is minus a to a. Similarly, you can write x square by a square as 1 minus y square by b square. At that time, we have the another condition, minus b less than or equal to y less than or equal to b. Therefore, x has boundaries minus a to a and y is moving from minus b to b. Therefore, x comma y is always lies between minus a minus b to ab. Therefore, the entire curve is closed curve. Your x values are moving from minus a comma 0 to a comma 0. Y values are moving from where to where? Minus 0 comma minus b to 0 comma b. Therefore, the curve is closed. Therefore, the curve is closed. X square by a square plus y square by b square equal to 1 is closed curve bounded by the four lines x equal to plus or minus a and y is equal to plus or minus b. But your parabola, it is an open curve. This is as extends to infinity. Both the values of y tends to infinity numerically in your parabola. But in your ellipse, it is a closed curve, lies between the two lines x equal to plus or minus a as well as y is equals to plus or minus b. Okay. And moreover, as x increases from 0 to a, as x increases from 0 to a, the values of y decreases from b to 0. So it is from 0 to a, this is decreasing from here to here. Because when x is equal to 0, what happened? Y is equals to b square, y equal to plus or minus b. Therefore, y is equal to b when x is equal to 0. It is moving from here to here, the curve. When x is equals to a, put x equal to a square by a square. 1 gets cancelled, y equal to 0. So this is decreasing, y value decreasing from b to 0. As x increases from 0 to a, your y decreases from b to 0. And again, the curve is symmetric about both x and y axis. So this is like that. Automatically, we have the curve in this manner. That is why we have ellipse in this manner. X square by a square plus y square by b square is equals to 1. The shape of the ellipse is in this manner. This is generated by the focus AE comma 0 and L. You can generate the same curve by S dash is equal to minus AE comma 0 and L dash is x is equals to minus A by E. Because the curve is symmetric about y axis also, therefore we can generate this curve with the help of S and L as well as S dash and L dash. Next, let us try to find the length of the latus rectum of the ellipse. Now, we will erase everything here. We will see the more properties here. So, clear picture is we obtain. This is the ellipse. This is the curve symmetric about both x and y axis. This is x axis. This is your y axis. There exist two directrix, L and L dash. This is L and L dash. We have two foci, S and S dash. Two vertices are there, A and A dash. And these are the B and B dash. This is Z and Z dash. You can firstly write each and every one. So we have the foci, S and S dash are plus or minus AE comma 0. This is your center. Okay. This is B, B dash. And these are the two foot of directrix, Z and Z dash respectively. What is latus rectum? Latus rectum is the line passing through focus perpendicular to the axis. Axis is here, major axis. What is your length of major axis? 2a. This is L, L dash. There exists another latus rectum also for the ellipse. Since we have two foci, there exists S dash. Automatically there exists another latus rectum, L double dash, L triple dash, like that. Both lengths are same since the curve is symmetric about y axis also. How to obtain the length of the latus rectum? That is the question. What is the length of the latus rectum for y square equal to 4ax in parabola chapter? 4a. That is 4a. Here we have to find the length of the latus rectum. My dears, what is the distance from here to here? CS, that is AE. Suppose its length is L say. The distance from S to capital L is L say. What are the coordinates of L? AE comma L. The coordinates of L are AE comma L. Now L is equals to AE comma L. It lies on what? Your ellipse, that is x square by a square plus y square by b square is equal to 1. X square by a square plus y square by b square equal to 1. Substitute your point. A square e square by a square plus y square L square by b square is equals to 1. Therefore, a square gets cancelled. L square by b square is equal to 1 minus e square. L square by b square equal to 1 minus e square. Therefore, L square is equal to b square into 1 minus e square. 1 minus e square is nothing but b square by a square. Because b square is equal to a square into 1 minus e square. Instead of 1 minus e square, you can write b square by a square. That is b power 4 by a square. Therefore, L is equal to plus or minus b square by a. If you take L is positive, that is length say, that is b square by a. 2L is equals to L is equal to b square by a implies length of the latus rectum LLR is equals to 2b square by a. Length of the latus rectum is equals to 2b square by a. And the coordinates of ends of the latus rectum are what? AE comma b square by a. This is positive end of the latus rectum. AE comma b square by a. We have four ends. It may write as plus or minus AE comma plus or minus b square by a. These are the four ends of the latus rectum of ellipse. So, what is my length of the latus rectum, my dears? 2b square by a. So, we have foci, directrix, center, vertices, major axis, minor axis, eccentricity. What is eccentricity? Root of a square minus b square by a square. This is the entire story related to the ellipse x square by a square plus y square by b square is equal to 1 for a greater than b. Okay, next one. Two standard forms of ellipse, let us see. Already we discussed the standard form of x square by a square plus y square by b square equal to 1, that is for a greater than b. If a less than b, the entire curve rotated into 90 degrees, we obtain x square by a square plus y square by b square equal to 1. The equation is itself, but a less than b we obtain that one. So the majorly two different standard forms you have. For a greater than b, we have one standard form. For a less than b, we have the other standard form. But their equations are same. That is x square by a square plus y square by b square is equals to 1. See, this is the first form. X square by a square plus y square by b square is equals to 1. A greater than b. This is major axis along x axis. This is y axis. This is the point of intersection of x axis and y axis. This is origin. It is for center of the ellipse. And C, this is my ellipse. X square by a square plus y square by b square is equals to 1. A and A dash are what? Vertices. Because the point of intersection of the axis and curve are vertices. A and A dash are vertices. The distance between the two vertices is your major axis, that is 2a. And B and B dash are the extremities of the minor axis. And its center is what? 0, 0. There exist two directrix like that. These are the directrix, L and L dash. Center is 0, 0 and vertices are plus or minus a, 0 and foci plus or minus a, 0 and directrix x is equals to plus or minus a by e and major axis is 2a, minor axis is 2b and length of the latus rectum is 2b square by a. Center, vertices, foci, directrix, major axis, minor axis and length of the latus rectum are obtained in this manner. All these things are discussed in the previous slide. Okay. Therefore, this is the standard equation x square by a square plus y square by b square equal to 1. Now, we change the roles of major axis and minor axis. We obtain the ellipse in this manner. So, it is rotated 90 degrees. So, your major axis becomes y-axis along y-axis and minor axis along x-axis. This is the one standard form. Its eccentricity is what, my dears? E is equal to root of a square minus b square by a square, because we have b square is equal to a square into 1 minus e square, because b square equal to a square, b square equal to a square into 1 minus e square. This is one standard form. And this is the another standard form. X square by a square plus y square by b square is equals to 1. That is a less than b. A less than b case here. So the roles are changed here. Major axis to minor axis to major axis. See the diagram. This is x-axis. This is the y-axis. This is its point of intersection, origin. This is our center of the ellipse. The ellipse is in this form. So the story is rotated to 90 degrees. Your center is like this. The foci on the y-axis, because it is the major axis, this is the minor axis. A and A dash, the line segment A dash is minor axis. Here B and B dash are the extremities of the major axis. So these are vertices. Here B and B dash are vertices here. And these are the foci, S and S dash. What are the foci here? This is S and S dash. There exist two foci here. Here also S and S dash are the foci. Directrix are in this manner. Directrix. These are the fixed points. These are the fixed lines. We are generating the curve by taking SP by PM is equals to E. Here you are taking the general point P. SP by PM is equals to E. Now we write all these things like that. Center is 0, 0 and vertices 0, plus or minus b and foci 0, plus or minus be and directrix y is equals to plus or minus b by e and major axis is 2b. Minor axis is 2a because its length is 2b. The distance from here to here is 2b because this is 0, minus b. This is 0, b. The distance from here to here is 2b, minor axis. And length of latus rectum is 2a square by b. We have the length of the latus rectum 2a square by b. Your eccentricity E is equals to root of b square minus a square by b square. Eccentricity is root of b square minus a square by b square. Here we have a less than b case. Length of latus rectum, already we proved that is 2b square by a. In the same manner we can prove that the length of the latus rectum as 2a square by b. So what are the extremities of the latus rectum? One end, positive end is what? AE comma b square by a. AE comma b square by a. This is for x square by a square plus y square by b square is equal to 1 for a greater than b, and another standard form is x square by a square plus y square by b square is equals to 1 for a less than b. So, dear students, all these formulas must and should be remembered with the help of the concept. Don't mug up them. Okay.